Berserker Demo Man. Okay, there it goes.
There we go, yep. It looks like Berserker is running whip.
Yeah, and yeah, Kara already popping the whip on a couple teammates there. Let's keep eyes on Titu here. And not a very aggressive Demo Man rollout. He still got there very quickly. And right now, both soldiers jumping up to midpoint. And yeah, neither team got any frags yet, so they're just kind of feeling each other out here. Scout went behind, and Scout on Scout action. Blue Scout is the first one to go down, followed by the Blue Demo Man. So it looks like Berserker is going to kind of take a little bit of an advantage here. But the blue team put a little time on the point first, so with that, they're able to stall at least for a couple seconds and regroup a little bit. But now they've started to drop players, and red team has the Uber, so Berserker's coming out very aggressively here. But medic drops!
Berserker's medic.
Oh man, that was a great sound and backstab just off camera. Medic goes down, and then blue team pops their Uber in. So yeah, with the medic going down there, that's going to lead to a really big Uber advantage, but I'm not sure if they're capitalizing on it. They don't have a local presence, so they can't really go out and cap the point. And the medic just now getting his players out there. They don't have any support though, it's just a heavy and a Demo Man. Flares shooting up from Pyro now, there we go. But that mini sentry is keeping players off of the point.
That's a good position for it. We just had Asombrado take down the Socios Heavy, so Red's getting their presence reestablished on the middle point and getting ready to push. Socios still has the Uber advantage, and they're just hiding behind choke, getting ready to use it.
Yeah, really good positioning here out of the red team though, the way they've kind of posted up on the point, and they're not letting any of the blue players just kind of push in here for free. Blue Engineer going in really aggressive with those revenge crits. Goes down almost immediately after turning the corner though. And yeah, Socios, the medic is Lesser, I think. Yeah, Les has the Uber now, needs to know that they has the Uber advantage, but they are not moving out with it, so
they were
right
just
now
teased by a spy. They took the spy down, they tried to get a backstab, but Socios is 3 down. Both teams have Uber, so I don't think they're going to push just to preserve their chances of holding second.
Yeah, and in fact, looks like as soon as the red gets the Uber, they push out immediately. Henry pops his Uber, and now splits between 3 players, but the blue Uber stays just on the Pyro, so lasts much longer. And looks like they're able to get a good amount of work done with it, cornering all of these big heavy classes, but somehow through all that, red looks like they might have had some backup from somewhere, because big damage went down, and
the control point is being captured.
now they're pushing on to the second.
Sniper stall on the cap there, classic play.
Yeah, very good job, but now they've got big numbers down on the red side. Blue has got to push off of this.
Right.
They've got to press Davigs, and looks like they've got...
Alert. The control point is being
they got... Oh, medic on the spy, though. Gets spotted out immediately. Does not get the Uber saw on him, which would have been a huge Uber advantage. Berserker still has big numbers down, though.
Pachuca gets a big reflect kill on the Socios soldier. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So now it looks like Socios is going to reestablish their presence on mid here and take the point.
Yeah, actually,
Berserker's coming through choke.
Yeah, Berserker's just streaming out with their medic heavy combo, taking point. And not a lot of spam getting put down. There are, of course, down a soldier and a heavy, so it is hard to go, heavy medic, go up against a heavy medic without a heavy of your own. Scout gets in there on the engineer.
The control point is being captured.
And yes, looks like Socios just did not have the presence there on the point. They didn't have the good positioning they need to keep red from streaming out. Red forces the Uber now, and they're forced to retreat, so Socios now back at their second, and red has the Uber charge. They might be overextending here, but they have a back cap going down. Not going to happen in time. And red pops their Uber. See if they can get any work done. Pyro doing a good job at air blasting, keeping the team back so they don't quite stream through. Soldier in your little hidey spot you were talking about.
He wants to pop out too, but they're not pushing through that choke. They might have spotted him out. I don't know what's going on, but they fell back in choke. No one's tried a garage push yet, which is kind of surprising, but
yeah. Well, let's see if what Les and his team does this time on the Socio side. They have a big Uber advantage, 90% now with only 60% off the Henronique, so they could very easily jump in here, pop the Uber, and get the other medic before they have any chance to respawn, but they just don't have anyone ready to push yet. Now they're down 3 players. It's probably not going to happen. So it looks like we are going to see another defensive pop here.
I would love to see this soldier take that drop down and pick this medic or whatever to give Socios the advantage, but they're not being aggressive about getting these picks they need.
And Henrique moves out as soon as they get that Uber. Pops it on the Demo Man, this time not splitting it. Switches to the Soldier now. Does a little bit of jumping. Looks like he rotates around, tries to get on the Medic. Does get the rockets on the Medic, goes down on the Socio side. Berserker now is going to be able to stream in and take this point.
Our control point is being captured.
Looks like the
wow.
Berserker's Medic went down too to the Soldier.
Yeah,
Or
so...
the Scout.
Yeah, but now the Soldier goes down. Berserkers, even though they're all weak, they all have a lot of players out with the present point. Love to see Demoman using the pain train on this map. On 5 CP, it's very, very, very important, especially in Highlander, to get that cap time as quick as you can. And every little thing you can do to give that, give yourself the advantage with that makes a big difference. So since you only have one scout, having a demo, have the pain train, that gives you that extra 2x cap rate. So good job out of the Berserkers. Now, looks like Socios here not kind of gathered up on the point. They have players kind of spread all throughout their base. No one's actually watching the point. No stickies on it. No heavy posted up on it. So they could send a spy or a scout through here and it'd be pretty problematic. Now it looks like they finally have players coming back. Oh, there they go. And yeah, spy is taken down, but he did get half the cap time. So now a scout can come in here very quickly and just cap it. So they have to be on their kind of tip-top defense. Les now kind of keeping a really good defensive position, staying back out of all the sniper lines. Scout poking in on the river side from the red side.
Berserkers is holding up really well in that upper lobby area. They're just denying anything, trying to push through. Scout just tried to peek through, died.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt Socios' chances of capping.
Yeah, now both teams have Uber.
And both teams have Uber. It looks like the Demo Man and Pyro want to push through river. Both teams popped Uber. Weak push from Berserkers, a lot of them died.
Yeah, but they did send a Pyro behind the point, which had some potential there. Didn't quite manage to finish it off, and now they are down to just Flay, so let's see if Socios is able to capitalize off this. Yeah, they're streaming out very quickly. Scout gets out, but doesn't go straight for the point. Instead, he goes for the frag, which is not what you want to do in this situation. And there's why. He almost gets himself killed. And they could have had the whole point by now and denied that entire team forward spawns. So, -1 sniper good, but, plus 5 other people at midpoint. That's going to, halt your push right there at second, and then they're going to have to reset from there.
Berserkers is finally pushing through Garage here. Both teams at about 50% Uber. Looks like Berserkers has about a 20% advantage, 10% advantage on Socios. Sniper getting some nice picks.
Yeah, Berserkers got very aggressive on that big door, though, and really, really pushed the red team back. They got the heavy and the demo in that process, but they lost their own heavy and demo, so not going to see very much pressure out of either team here, waiting for the Ubers. And who was that who went down to the... Oh, it was a sniper on sniper. Okay, it sounded almost like the medic, and... Yeah, Les now has the Uber charge, but with the 95 on the red side, there's not going to be enough for him to really push out and, kind of take advantage of that Uber advantage.
Oh, crits.
Oh, it's a crits creep. Well, crits versus Uber usually ends one direction. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, they backed out of there very quick. Looks like they did get some pretty important frags, though, and as the Ubers have reset now, they know they're going to have advantage. And Berserker seems to be paying a lot closer attention when those medic Ubers are happening, so they'll probably be able to push up a little better of that. And ooh, Les goes down, full team wipe. Maybe they'll have that forward presence they need to finalize this this first cap.
Time has been added.
Berserker's pushing in real hard here. Pyro and Spy on the point. Spy's trying to stall the cap. It's not going to happen. Berserker's
first round goes to Berserkers, so yeah. And that was a really close one. A lot of back and forth. In fact, do we know if Socios pushed back to the Berserkers last? I don't quite remember.
No, they never did it.
Okay.
I think Berserkers won the initial mid.
Gotcha,
Just kind of kept the pressure up.
Yeah. But still a very, very good job out of Socios there. Keeping up a lot of pressure and, a lot of good pushes out of him.
Socios' demo was the first I saw on this mid-push. It looks like Socios' soldiers up on the middle point now, just laying down spam.
But it looks like their bones, their heavy went down, so that's going to be pretty important here.
Plus Berserkers also has about a 10% Uber advantage, so
yeah.
It looks like they're running crits still.
Okay, well that would explain the Uber advantage, and yeah, that's...
Yeah, they have about 20% advantage all of a sudden.
Yep, but they don't have any. They don't have the real presence, like the time on the point. They do have the people there though, and they are going to take this. Now they are going to be in a situation they didn't pop their crits right away, so now the blue team is going to have the Uber on the defense. Even though they don't have a lot of players, they can very effectively shut down. Ooh, crits goes down really early. I don't know if that was forced or what, but yeah, that's going to cost them big time. Right now, Berserker's moving to midpoint, or excuse me, moving out of midpoint, having to back down. Their medic has only 50 hit points. That soldier's been really aggressive, but no, they are not going to go after and chase the medic. And yeah, it looks like medic did get a on the red side did get a health pack. So Ubers are pretty even. He does still have the crit streak, so he's going to get it first, very slightly, and they're going to have to pick the medic with that. But Socios doing a great job now, keeping the forward pressure up. Look at that, all over the point. Players everywhere. There is not much they're going to be able to do to slow this down or stop it. In fact, they might be taking advantage of the fact that they know that they're on Uber, you know, versus crits, because right now, yeah, Henrik has about 5 seconds to move out with this heavy, and there it is. That window has now been fully blown. They don't get the medic here, which it doesn't look like they did. Nope. So yeah, Socios now they're going to have a really easy time pushing into last. They just have to run an Uber to the point and stand on it. If they can manage to do that in the next couple of seconds, they win automatically and tie it up 2-2. So very fast round potentially here. Good Uber split. Nobody goes down going through that choke. Very tight choke. Demo goes to the point immediately.
Here comes
oh, great stickies. Whoa, lots of damage on the point. Look how close it is, and Medic finishes off the cap. Great job. So yeah, 1-1. These South American finals are getting pretty spicy, if I say so myself.
I see what you did there.
You do, you do. So watching is it the red demo man from the Berserker side roll out to mid.
I think he went up through choke. Yep,
yeah, he did.
Choke.
And he's putting a lot of stickies out.
Good kills on the heavy.
Got a nice little trap set up. So see what comes of it. But yeah, this time Socios not able to establish presence at mid and loses midpoint right away, as well as half their team. Berserkers are going to come in with the other half and just sort of roll over it. Pyro comes up from behind, ignites the medic, and yeah, that's a full wide. This round is almost definitely going to Berserkers. I don't know. I'm not sure what Socios can do in the time they have left. Yeah, players on the Berserker side are just moving straight into the lobby and even straight into the last point. So they do have a couple spawns up. It is 9 versus 4 in favor of Berserkers, but yeah, Berserkers pops the Uber. Switch away from that crits. They said, you know, we're no longer going to be in a crits versus Uber situation, and we take it. So yeah, 2-1 in favor of Berserkers. Now it is best of 5, correct?
Yeah, first team to 4 will be leading at the half, and then we're going to hit halftime.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, and looks like
yes, it is first to 5 is the winner of this map.
Yep. So Red Demo Man does take the choke rollout again.
Socios Demo Man's on it though, puts 2 stickies on him. Not a lot of damage, it doesn't look like.
Yeah, but he did get him out of position.
Him out of the mid.
Exactly. The red Pyro goes down, and the Socios Demo goes down, as does their heavy. So
yeah, the Berserker spy had a nice play there. He got up on the blue choke side and a hit on the crates right outside of choke and picked out their heavy.
Very clever.
Allowing Berserkers to take the mid.
Very nice. Well, right now Socios has a very small Uber advantage, but I don't know how that's going to change. Spy coming up now does get caught out by the Pyro. Oh, and a headshot on Sless. Has a full Uber charge and just drops it to a sniper. Gotta be unhappy about that one. So Henrik responds by popping his Uber right away, knowing he's going to maintain advantage after the meta goes down, and yeah, pushes straight on through. So right now, Socios has a very good trap by the Demo Man though. Does pick up a scout. That was a pill rather, but he does have this trap right here on the door. Oh, and he doesn't pop it right as he opens the door. Scout gets him and misses the Demo Man. So any hope they had of quelling the push there is pretty much gone. Let's see though. Socios Engineer moving a gun or moving a building? Yeah, it's just a mini little baby sentry. But yeah, lots of time on the point now. So Socios doing a good job of holding in spite of that though. Yeah, looks like they managed to wipe almost all of the Berserker team, and they've got to push out right now. Reset this cap. There's just a heavy and a sniper left. Let's see.
Heavy's in water. He's doing work.
But yeah, nobody's here on the other point. So yeah, right now it looks like they got all the spawns up, and they have just kind of lost that opportunity to push. They're starting to move out now, taking the riverside, but they're heavy. And they've got a full Uber advantage on this, so... But yeah, it looks like the red spy. Oh, he's in the little... Oh, I think the pros call this the gay alley. We didn't even cover it here. It's underneath the battlements. There's this neat little sneaky spot. You can just go to the right on it. And yeah, that spy with the cloak and dagger, he is hanging out. But that pyro really wants to find him, and he does catch him, does ignite him, gets caught out. Yeah. Meanwhile, Les has not moved his team up even a little bit. They have got almost a full Uber. Now the Uber goes off. I think it was in response to taking some damage, though. It was, and they pop it on the heavy. I don't know if they're going to get the work done they need to with this. This is really scary for them because they just gave up the Uber advantage and jumps in front of a heavy. So, yeah, Les goes down there. Spy does backstab the heavy. But yeah, Henronique has a full Uber now and is going to be able to push in with his Berserker team all over this point at will as soon as they want to.
I think they're waiting on their heavy. And
yeah, waiting on spawns.
They have this demo that Les is only a 5% Uber, so they could potentially do it, but it's safer, I guess, for them to wait for their heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, heavy and demo are really kind of the backbones of a good Highlander team. If you don't have a good both of them, you're really not going to be able to be successful. Pops the Uber, though, might have been forced a little bit by the soldier, but now they are streaming players into the point here. We'll see what they do with it. Medic caught really out of position, though. Henronique getting really aggressive on that point. Goes down for it, so now a very similar situation. Berserker's down almost their entire team.
Socios at about an 85% Uber advantage.
Yeah, in fact, it's going to be a full advantage by the time, by the time Henronique spawns, they're going to have the full Uber. They can push out in this point and probably take it without having to use the Uber, but there's a scout in a really sneaky position. Oh, does not get the medic, though. It has a soldier and heavy there waiting for him. Does escape with his life, and a sniper picks the soldier there.
Oh, was he standing behind the rocks? That's a real good spot.
Yeah, he was. He was just kind of hanging out back there. So, Berserker doing a good job of stopping the forward push.
Oh, I missed it there. It looks like most of Socios went down to something.
Yeah. Well, that was in that kind of forward push. So Berserker now leading 3-1. And with 12 minutes left in the half, yeah, this is shaping up to be a great match. Yeah, watching Kara get all his teammates whipped out there to mid. And is Blue doing the same thing with the... They are not using the disciplinary action to increase their rollout speed. So that's a big reason you're seeing all of the red team out here right as the blue team is just starting to get there. That extra little half second, 1 second of time makes a big difference in positioning and being able to just kind of take it. But at this mid fight, it looks like Socios actually coming out really strong. Even though they didn't put much time on the point, they did get the frag, which is what's really important. So now they're going to be able to push back and kind of take this point. They just need to stand people on it. And one thing I'm kind of noticing out of these South American players, I kind of have to wonder if they're familiar as... Oh, looks like we have a soldier lagging out here. Fats might be lagging out there. But I wonder if they're as familiar mechanically with the game as some of the North American teams are with things like reverting captures, because I don't see them doing that kind of stuff a lot, where they'll one team will put time on the point, the other team will stand on it to prevent the time from counting, I guess. But Socios looking really good here, even without that soldier that might have lagged out, as they have pushed themselves all the way to the second point of Berserkers. They're now able to come into this upper lobby. So we'll see how they do in a Uber versus Uber situation in this kind of hold. Berserkers opting to hold very far forward, keeping their medic and heavy in this forward lobby. In fact, let's take a look at their point. Yeah, all they have is a single engineer and a sniper back here. A spy or a scout, or even a spy and a scout could very easily just kind of ruin that day. So, Uber goes down now for the red team. And medic drops. Les is that a scout? Yeah, scout picks the medic.
That's going to put Berserkers at a huge advantage here. Soldier jumping to take out these support classes that are trying to hold second.
Yeah, that's going to be a big
Demo Man real
swap.
Aggressive, taking out the pyro. Nope, didn't manage to get the pyro, but it was real close.
Yeah, Blue Heavy tried to be really sneaky there, go to last, and kind of walking to the point like we saw in the old ESEA land Season 10, but didn't quite work out for them. And now Berserkers is holding on their second. They're going to have a big Uber advantage around 40-50%, give or take. And they're going to, looks like they might be dry pushing straight to mid with this.
Yeah, Pachuca's already doing a lot of work on mid. They came up, took out the soldier, may have taken out the pyro. They're, everyone up top here is on fire.
The control point is being
Yeah,
captured.
and they're just moving out. So Blue Heavy and Medic now starting to stream back out. They are going to try to contest this, it looks like, but no. After the initial contest, they back out pretty quickly. Decide they don't want to risk it. And yeah, both teams experience. Oh, but Himranique is down. I didn't see who took him down, but Berserkers has no medic, so that Uber advantage is officially dissolved.
Soldier trying to push through garage. They're not getting a whole lot of work done. It's going to come back to his team. It does look like the Socios soldier dropped out.
Yep.
Not sure if we'll see a pause here or not. It doesn't look like either team is communicating about wanting a pause.
Yeah, and again, that might just be one of those things that mechanically they might not be familiar with. If a team, if you don't know how to pause the game, which is, by the way, you type pause into console for any of you out there who are not familiar with how to pause Team Fortress 2. In tournament modes enabled, you type pause into console and pauses it. And so, yeah, that might be a pretty big disadvantage for Socios, as nobody is connected yet. Now, Socios does pop their Uber on their heavy. In fact, yeah, you gotta wonder what why they haven't had another class switch to soldier in this situation.
They did. They had Tito, their scout, switch over to a soldier.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I see it now. The HUD hadn't updated yet.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, I might make looks like that's gonna make a big difference for this round, as Berserkers are pushing in now to mid, from mid into the lobby. And yeah, Socios was not able to do much to slow him down. Yeah, Himranique has a very small Uber advantage here, but I'm not sure if they were going to wait for Ubers to push, just based on their positioning. They're holding very aggressively, and they know they have a big player advantage, so Med goes down.
Our control point is being captured.
So yeah, with just a heavy and a pyro on the point, it's going to be a hard time to defend, and it looks like this half does go to Berserkers 4-1 in their favor, so...
Iron just messaged me, told me that their soldier Fats, the guy that dropped out halfway through the round, is gone. They're trying to find another soldier for him.
Okay.
Don't know how that's going to affect the second half here. Berserkers is being really strong about pushing all these points.
Indeed, yeah.
Really working together as a team. Their undefeated status really shows.
Well,
just in their coercion.
Yeah, if nothing else, you can see that they've practiced all these moves and these plans they've had. You can have the best plan in the world, but if your team doesn't know how to execute it, then it's all for nothing. Berserker is doing a good job with things like the rollout, keeping the soldier with the disciplinary action out, and just whipping his players to mid, getting there as quickly as possible. So, yeah, makes a really big difference here. But yeah, looks like players have swapped sides, and we are just going to go ahead and figure out what's going on with the soldier on the Socio side. Alright. And let's go ahead. Looks like we have a nice opportunity here for a quick commercial break, so we'll be back in just a quick little 30 seconds, and hopefully we'll have a little bit more information for you at the end of that. You guys take it easy. We'll be right back. Okay, so they're like trying to find a sub right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The stream's still live. I don't know. I don't see a commercial on it, but.
Oh, awesome. You hit the button. Sometimes commercial plays, sometimes it doesn't. Turn off your ad blocker. How about that?
Oh, there we go. Oh man, at least it like came through, like we were kind of scared that he messaged me, he said he had 5. I was like, well, shit. So much for casting. Is there anything I can do better? Because I haven't casted since Lakeside, and that was like 2 months ago.
Yeah, no, you're doing great. Also, this is gonna be on the this part is gonna be on the YouTube video on demand. Just a heads up. So,
sweet.
YouTubers, leave your comments. Tell Moose how he's doing on the cast.
Yes, please do.
Awesome, and we're back, folks. And it looks like eXtelevision has still not updated that awesome little bug where you can no longer control one to go to your scene. Great! Great. And, was that a ready noise I thought I heard? But I guess
Yes,
not. Oh, it
Socios
was.
is asking Berserkers if they're ready. It looks like they're getting ready to go right now.
Yeah, so they're just doing it with 8 players instead of 9. So we'll see how they can make it happen for them.
They might go ahead and give this one to Berserkers, hope they can do well on their choice of map, which I believe was Granary.
Gotcha.
I believe that was their choice. I'm sure they're hoping they can win and take it back over in overtime on Asheville. So
Here's hoping. Yeah, so far though, it has been a really good match. Hopefully, it'd be really sad to see it end this way with one team being forced to play a player down, but these things do happen, so... Yeah, right now it looks like Berserkers does pretty decidedly take that mid-fight. However, Henry went down, so Les will have an opportunity with his team to push back and take this. They have a really strong, heavy presence. Oh, but this Uber might get... Yeah, that Uber is going to get forced.
Anyways, they sent their spy or their scout and their engineer and get Socios to pop.
Yeah, really good job there. That's going to even out the Ubers, or at least bring them pretty close to even. Yeah, just a 10% advantage now sitting there for Les. And it's not really going to matter, especially in Highlander when you have so many players to kind of run coverage for you. So, Socios though, they are actually doing a pretty good job here, keeping the pressure up where they need to, and they try to push him in, but it don't quite have the presence they need. Yeah, it looks like right now they're playing without an engineer, which I guess is pretty non-vital on a 5 CP map like this. You know, the little mini-60s definitely help a little bit, but you know, not going to make or break your team, I think. So we'll find out how they're engineered to play scout, I suppose.
It looks like Socios is stretched out their Uber advantage here. They're about 15% ahead.
Yeah.
Their medic probably knows that. I hope he pushes here on it, but he doesn't look like he's in position
Yeah,
to.
if that's one thing I would say these teams could take away is to have your medics pay really close advantage to when the other team has Uber when they don't, because even when you're playing a player down like this, you know, the Uber 10 seconds of invulnerability makes a huge difference, and if you can get that pick off of that, then you're good to go. Now they do force the pop out of the blue side, and they do a really good job of milking it on theirs, so they don't pop the Uber immediately, and now they're going to have a few just split seconds of invulnerability. Don't quite manage to do anything with it, though, as the Demo and Soldier do keep them spammed back. And yeah, now Berserker's pushing this corner really hard. They're probably going to be able to roll on through here, as looks like the Spy comes gets a pick on Quantic. The Pyro, Spy's backstabbing Pyros always makes their days a little bit better.
It's almost completely wiped, minus their Spy. The Spy has taken damage. Berserker's pushing out right up the mid to last year. Socios is getting a couple personnel up, but it looks like they'll have most of them about. Oh! Sniper took out the Socios medic. That's not going to do them any good.
Yeah, not good at all. Now, Berserkers does pop their Uber and they go in. We have a spy cam going though. And he's just going to spy cap it. Oh, Pyro comes and responds very quickly though. Doesn't look like it's going to make much of a difference though, as Berserker is going to take it 5-1 now. Or was that 2?
It's 5-1.
Okay, 5-1. Yeah, it is 5-1. So Berserker is going to take Gully Wash. And yeah, we are going to be heading on over to everyone's favorite granary.